Hi everybody, welcome to Stampin' Sunday. Rose Ward here, Stampersdelight.com. How are you today? So I hope everybody had a good weekend, and I know I did. Every weekend's a good weekend, right? So let's get started. Hi Eileen. Are you back yet, Eileen? Are you back in town? Stop and say hi. Let me know where you're watching from, and let's just talk about a couple of things that are going on. So first, don't forget, only a few days left till the end of the month to join Stampin' Up! And my team to get the free stamp pads. Hi Sandy, hi Winann. Get a free set of stamp pads when you join Stampin' Up! And join my team. Whether you're going to do it as a hobby or your own business, just contact me, Stampersdelight.com, and I'll let you know more about that. Also, starting in August, you'll be able to order the Color Your Season, the new Stampin' Blended Season stamp set, which I did a video on that not too long ago. So check back with my other videos to see the stamp sets. We're actually going to be using one of these stamps in my Christmas in July on Tuesday. Hi Lynn from BC. And so I'll have more about that in August. Also behind me, you can see I still have some stamp sets left. Remember, if you want to, I have my own celebration going on. If you order $50 using this Hostess code right up here online, and the girls that come on Tuesday, I'll explain that to you. If you order $50 or more on my website using this Hostess code, $50 gets you one of these items, $100 gets you 2 items, but you do have to use the Hostess code. It'll be on the end of this video. And so it's my own celebration set, and these are all new. They were left over, but they're all new. And you get to pick. It's first come, first serve. So again, let me show you what they are. Brand new sets, never used, and they're retired. So if you'd like one of these sets for free, all you got to do is order from that Hostess code, and you can pick out one of these free sets. Okay, don't worry about the little blue dot on there. That's just from my open house. Let's see what else we got here. Some of them were retired a while ago. So again, you cannot get these. Thank you for sharing that. Share my videos. This one is a wood set. Again, you cannot get these anymore, but you can get them free. This one is the Happy Wishes. Okay. And I'm just going to go through these real fast. Couple of punches, brand new. And let's see what else. Sorry for keep turning my back, but I didn't want them on the table. I got enough stuff on the table. So this is my own celebration, ladies. Again, order on that using that web Hostess code. Oh, some glimmer paper, brand new. And you can get your choice of what you want. Once you place your order using that Hostess code, just give me a holler and let me know which one you want me to send you. I'm just going to throw those back there. Okay? That ends on July 31st. Okay? Hi, Ginny. Okay, so today what I'm going to stamp for you, and I know I keep calling it gatefold because it is a gatefold card, but it's on page 167. I'll bring it back here. It's this cute little set right here. It's a bundle. And you can get this, it's always on sale because when you order the bundle, you save 10%. Okay, so here's the stamp set, and then here is the framelits. And it is the Bouquet Blooms with the gatefold blossoms. Okay, we'll bring it in a little closer. And I'm just going to push this over here. So first, because I know you girls like to see the samples first, so let's show you some samples that I did with the card and have a little twist to it too. I was playing around with it. So this is one of the cards, and this is using the gatefold. And when you open it up, it goes like this. Whoop. Now this one I also paired up with the and you know I can never remember the Garden Impressions Designer Series paper. The best way I can tell you, and when I lay it down, you'll see it better. You just kind of twist it to fold it back up. But it's a gatefold card. So that's one of the samples that I did with it. This would make a nice gift card holder too. Okay. And in order to do this card, you need a 9 inches by 5 inches piece of cardstock. So the piece that you cut off, what you can do with it is make a little small 3 by 3 or 3.5 by 3 card. So that was a leftover from one of the cards that I did. Oh, thank you, Jenny. So I like to make little thank you cards. So those are 2 of the samples. Here's another sample in black and white. And again, I'll just open that up. This is always nice for weddings or anniversaries. And again, you just kind of twist it to fold it back in. And you're not going to believe how easy this is to make. When I lay it down flat, you'll see how easy it is to close it. This one I did the opposite way. So you could do it this way. Close it up that way. So if this one was this piece was the leftover. And as you can see in this one, I didn't put the designer series paper inside, but the blue one I did. So you can leave it blank inside, or you can put, hi Karen from Australia. Oh, thank you, Win-Ann. I love the colors too. Nice and summery. And then of course I always put the beading in there. And then what I did, if you don't want to use the gatefold part of it, you can just use some of the stamps to make just regular cards. Hi, Janet. So this one is just the Calypso Coral with the Calypso Coral stamp right on there. And again, just layering over here with the cardstock from Garden Impressions. And then the layering ovals. And this is the tent style. And then this one, I did crumb cake on crumb cake, but then I did the Climbing Vines embossing folder. And then I made it like a wreath and just layered the flowers. And I'll show you in a second, that let me just see here if I can show you. Like this whole thing right here is a whole group of flowers. So what I did here was I did a whole group of flowers, and then I just added some flowers to it to make it look like a wreath. And all these flowers are included in the bundle. And then I used that from Share What You Love, Lucky to Have a Friend Like You. Hi, Teresa. So that was just another little sample. So those are some of the samples I did. Now this one, I'm holding off on one of the samples to show you till the end. I'm going to show you how to do the gatefold, but I also want to show you how to do this. Now this one, after I did all this, I started thinking about how else could I use this part of it. How could I use the edgelet part of it? What I came up with was using it just at the bottom of the card. And it'll all make sense when I show you both cards. So I did it as an edge part of the card. I know sometimes I don't explain it very well, but you'll see. So this is a different way to use those edge parts. You ready to see how I did them? Well, first let me show you the set. Okay, so again, here's the stamp set. And this is what I was talking about. That's all one stamp that I made the wreath part of it. Okay. And then, of course, you got your framelits. And I already have mine on a magnetic sheet. These are the 2 pieces that we're going to use because I already cut my other pieces out. These are the 2 pieces that we're going to use. This piece and this piece to make the gatefold card. So I'm going to just put those over here. So these are the 2 pieces that you need for the gatefold. Let me just move this out of the way. And I'm going to bring the camera down, and I can still see your comments, so I'll be asking you to make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to tip this a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing, because I do have to bring the big shot in. So bear with me one moment. Okay, there we go. Okay, all good? Everybody can see, right? Okay. Again, here's my information. I'll give you that again later. So let's start with the gatefold. And I already cut the pieces that I needed. Now this again is 9 by 5, because that's what you need for these 2 pieces. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the edge and you're going to put this edge right here. You want this lined up here. Can you see that? And you're going to run it through the Big Shot this way. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. The problem is this is longer than our base. So you have to do one at a time. And I'll show you what I mean in 1 second. Okay? So I'm going to take those away for a minute. I'm going to bring in the Big Shot. Now I have to stand, whoop, sorry, hitting the camera. I have to stand up to do this, so I won't be able to see your comments for a minute, but I just want to make sure I'm in camera view. All right, so I'm going to take my magnetic platform. This is where it gets tricky for me because can everybody see that? Okay, I'm just making sure you can see it. Okay, so you got your magnetic platform, your cutting plate. You're going to butt that right up to the top, and you're going to make sure that the edges are lined up. Everybody can see that okay? And if this comes out crooked, you get the general idea. It's very hard to do this on camera, by the way. Okay, I got to stand up to do it so I can make sure it's the right way. And I'm just going to sandwich that in with another cutting plate. And I just moved it, so let me just make sure I move it back. Okay. This is so much easier when I'm doing it by myself. Just gonna run that through. And I'm just checking to make sure, okay, there we go. So I run that through this way. I'm gonna pull it out. I don't want to move that out yet. I'm gonna bring it back in so I can show you. When I take this off, I'll bring this Big Shot back in so I can show you. There's the first piece. Okay. So now I bring this Big Shot back in. This is done for now. Bring that back in. I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. So I had that there, and I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way, so I keep this up there. And I'm just going to make sure I have, yep, I wanted to make sure I was on camera view, butting it up the same side. And there's a magnet in there, so if it's not the right place, just move it so the magnet doesn't move your card here. You just want to make sure that edge right there is lined up to your paper. Okay? We good? Okay. And run it down that way. Run that through. Let me just run over here and get this. Okay. So let's just take this off. Hopefully I didn't move it too. I might have moved it a little bit, but we'll make it work. Whoop. So that piece came right off. Just gonna move this out of the way for a second. So that was the second piece. Okay. Now the neat thing about this is when you do it, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera, there's these little notches. Okay. The notches are where you're going to score it. I don't know if you can see them because it's a light color, but there are little notches there. And that's where you score them. You score the card. Don't want to cut it. So that this folds. If you bring it right into your, and again, I have to stand up. Make sure I'm bringing it where you can see it. If you line that score line right there, you can score it a couple of times so that you can see it, and then turn it around again, or in this case, I'll do it this way. There's a score, like a little tick mark there. Bring it right to your score line. Score it a few times. Move it out of the way. And then you can fold it right on that score line. One thing I will tell you you're going to want to do with this, you are definitely going to want to use your bone folder. You want a nice, crisp edge. Okay? So that it folds really well. Now, I will also tell you that I've done this both ways. And it really doesn't matter which way you fold this. And what I mean by that is you can fold it this way, or you can flip it around and fold it this way. Either way works. And that's all there is to it. Sometimes one side works better than the other. I don't know why. And once you get it in there, for some reason my yellow got a little dirty. That's all there is to it. Hi, everyone. Hi, Valerie. Valerie says hi, everyone. I don't know if everybody can see that. That's how easy that was. So then to decorate this, what I did was, and you don't have to do it this way, but I cut strips. And this one happens to be, and this is where my little, I couldn't live without this little ruler. It is 2 inches by 5, and I use that underneath here. And I just snail that down, because I like to have the little flowers on it. I mean, you can do it any way you want. You don't have to. But I like to have the flowers on there because they coordinate so well. And I may not be in camera view right now because I want to make sure I get this straight. I tend to have, and you can also take it, open it up and do this. But I want to make sure that I have it in here correctly. So I'm just going to lay, is that right? Nope, it's over too far. That's what I love about snail. I can pick it back up. Ladies, you have to know me. If you don't come to my classes, you know I'm not a sit-down stamper. So for me to do the cards like this has been a challenge for me. Let me open it up. I stand up when I stamp. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's do it that way. So, and this one is 1 inch by 5, and that fits perfect on that top flap. I mean, you don't have to put the designer series paper on it, but I like it. I just like the way it looks. Now, what I did ahead of time, scooch him over a little bit. I cut out my pieces from the stamp set and the framelits. I already did a whole bunch of these, and I put them in a little tray so that I could just show you. So for this one, I'm just going to pick out, and what I did was, on the stamp set, you have this circle, and our layering ovals, that fits perfect in that. Oh, you went in, you stand too? Yeah, I don't know, I always do. But our layering ovals, cut that out, our circles, cut that out perfect. So you only need a half of one, really. I cut a couple of these out already. So I'm going to do a blue one, I think. And since I have my paper trimmer right here, I'm going to trim it. Normally, I would just freehand it, but I'm just going to bring it in there, cut it, in half. Throw the other half back in my tray. My cousin got me this when I started working my other job at home, and this works perfect for me, keeping my little doodads in there. And I'm just going to like put that right here. So I'm going to just snail that down. And snail that right there. And then let's see, maybe I want to take, since it's blue and yellow, maybe I want to do a blue flower. Let's see. I got blue, I got yellow. So it's yellow, I'm gonna add a blue flower right here. And I don't like the way I cut that one, so I'm just gonna fussy cut that a little bit off there. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little blue flower right there. But for this one, I'm gonna use a dimensional or two. They're inexpensive enough. And I'm just gonna, you just wanna make sure that you don't have it so that the card, there we go. Okay, and then I cut out a couple of these little, now this doesn't have a framelit, so you have to fussy cut these little leaves. And what I like to do is put them where the yellow leaves are. Can you see the yellow pieces? I like to tuck them inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little snail on this, and I'm just gonna lift that up a little bit and add a little greenery under there, just because I want a little greenery. And again, you can open this up and do this, but I like to close it just so I could see where I'm putting it. And if I can't get them in there, I use my little pokey tool just to lift that up a bit. And add some greenery. Okay. And then maybe what I want to do is, let's see, how about we stamp a little friend saying. So let me get my handy dandy little strips that I always keep near me. And for this, maybe I want to bring it out a little bit. I could do the yellow, but I think I'll do green. I think the green will bring out a little more green in there, so we'll do friend in green. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in my, if you don't buy any other punch, this is the punch you want. I love this tailored punch because I love making the banners. Just going to do a little banner. I think I'll leave that side that way. I'm going to put him over here for a minute. I'm going to grab a couple more dimensionals. I'm going to leave the one side straight. And then I could do it like this, but what I think I'm going to add to this, and I don't know if it's going to show up, but I'm going to try a little of the gold thread. What I do is I wrap, this is very thin, so I like to wrap a lot of it so you can see it. Just wrapping around my fingers like this. And then I just pinch it. Grab a bunch of it. Not that part. Oh, you're the worst. I love fussy cutting. And I'm just going to lay this down right over the dimensionals to hold it in place. And then I'm going to stick another dimensional right over it to hold it in place. The nice thing about the thread is it can be messy. You don't care. And then I'm just going to stick that right here underneath the flower. And then just for a little added touch, I'm going to bring in some of my, whoop, well, there goes all my cards, which I'll be showing you again. If you don't like that little piece hanging off there, you can trim him. Trim him. And then I'm just going to bring in some of my little accent pieces. let's do yellow. Since it's yellow, I'm gonna put in, can you see this? Am I up too far? I'm gonna put in 3 little yellow ones. And then I think I'll put a little yellow one right here. Maybe 2. 1 there, 1 here. Put that back in there before I lose it. And then on the inside, I already cut the piece on the inside, and I'll tell you, so that's the outside that I did. Hi, Pam. So there we go, nothing to it. And then when I open it up, you just twist it a little bit, open it up. The inside piece, and I'll give you that dimension, because you know how I will put it in my, when I finish up this. It's 4 3/4, and I think it's 3 1/2. 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 for the inside. And I'm just gonna put "So Happy for You." And I'll do that in green too. And again, always use your blotter paper or your paper there. And then I'm just gonna take my Mango Melody. And then the green again. And put some leaves here. Stick that over there. Get that out of the way. And one thing I want to tell you, in the summer, I do, snail holds everything so well, but in the summer I do tend to use a little more extra snail because of the humidity. And I'm just going to lay that, for camera view, lay that right in the middle. And there you go. That's how easy these little and then again, just give it a little twist to close it back up. And there it is. That's how easy these little gatefold cards are to make. Now again, let me show you, because I do have something else to show you what you could do. Let me show you again the other ones that I did. This is very similar, except for I did the designer series paper inside, and you just kind of twist it to close it up. And then this one I opened the opposite way. I opened it this way, so you can do it like that. And you just kind of twist it a little bit. You could do it either way. Yes, Stacy, I know. Now you got to order the bundle. So you can do it either way. And then here is the black and white one. Okay. So again, you can do it either way. And then I'll show them all to you again. But what I want to show you something else. Oh, wait a minute. Before I show you the other thing I want, check this one out. This goes so well with and what's the name of the set? Because I left it over here, Botanical Bliss. Oh, before I forget to tell you, ladies, I can't do Facebook Friday morning this coming week, so I won't be on Facebook Friday this week, but I'll be back Sunday. But I also did one with Botanical Bliss and our Petal Promenade. Look at this one. And Winka Stella. Isn't that beautiful? I love this one. I wanted to save this one for last because I love it. Look, I'll bring it in close. Look at the Winka Stella. I love how everything coordinates with these. And then I just love these. So that was the first card. Now, my next thing was, okay, I love the gatefold card. But, oh, thank you, Jeannie. Now, these two pieces, I kept thinking and thinking and thinking. You have to be able to do something else with them, right? This card is using those pieces like this. And I honestly don't know if anybody else has used them like that because I haven't seen it. I haven't watched anything like this. But what I did, let me put that over there for a minute, is I took 2 strips. Well, this one's already done. I used 3 strips. Okay. And I'll give you the dimensions I used. It was 1.5, and I did it by 5.5 strips. And then I just cut these. And I'm going to do them on, this one's already done. And I made strips to make a garden. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So I made 2 of these, and then I made 1 with a flower. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I did 1, now I'm going to do these 2. So I'm going to bring back the big shot in so I can show you what I mean. Because I knew there had to be something else we could do with these. So let me bring this back in, and I'll show you. And again, I don't know if anybody else thought to use it that way. If they did, hey, you know, I'm sure I'm not the only one who thought of it, but okay, so I'm going to try to do this sitting down. Again, here's the piece I'm talking about. So I took this piece and I laid it down, and this is I did green, and I did the same thing I showed you, but I just used a single piece. And you might have to snip it because you don't want the whole thing. And I am right-handed, but for some reason, I can do this big shot either way. So I'm going to bring it in. Can everybody see? Okay. Rolled it through. And I got this. I'm just going to leave that down there for a minute because I want to do the other piece. Push that back. Let's see, got the yellow piece, which is the flowered piece. Line that up too. Actually, this doesn't have to really, you don't really care if this is lined up too well because you're going to be cutting it. I'm just going to cut that, run that through, bring it out. You ever get real excited when you think you figured out something new? I do. Doesn't take much to excite me. If it's stamping, I'm excited. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Okay, so let's bring these pieces back in. Okay, so now, get you out of the way. This is the one I had already done. We'll leave him here. So what I did was I took the scissors, I snipped that, and I got these pieces. With me so far, everybody? I'm sure you are. It's not... Okay, so I got these 3 pieces. I took my regular cardstock, and this is mango. And any color will do because it's a garden. Then what I did was I just started layering. Again, here's my card. So I started with the green. And I played with it. Can everybody see that? And then I did, the other one was pink, but this one I'm doing yellow. And you might want to flip it so that the flower shows better. Then you can put this way, or you can flip it this way, whichever way the shows better. See, if you do it this way, then it's on top of each other. Or you can trim it and have it over here. But I think what I did with this one is, I'm not even sure how I did this one, but, or you can just do 2 of them. But I think I did this one like this, yeah. Okay. So I started having a little garden thing here. So what I did is I just started playing with it. And you can add as many as you want. You can keep going. I could add another flower, which I would, but for time's sake, I'm not going to. I just really wanted to give you the idea. And you could actually go up higher. Actually, let's try that. Should we go up higher? Yeah, let's try it. Let's go up higher and down lower. Because this one I did right on top of each other. And like I said, I'm just playing. Because we're going to be putting flowers all over this. And then this one, maybe we'll do lower. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And you can do as many as you want. Oh, there goes the phone. Sorry about that. I forgot to take it off the hook. I always take it off the hook. So now you start building a garden. So again, I'm going to bring in my flowers. And you could actually take these, but you don't want to use the big ones because they're too big. And you just start building your little garden. Maybe you want to put this one right here. Maybe another big one. Let's get some smaller ones. A couple of yellow ones here. I want to make sure I don't have all the same colors together, or the same kind of flowers. I like to put the flowers down first and then add the greenery. And let's see what else we have in here. My little dish. There's a little blue one here, so let's maybe add the blue one. I'm going to be putting these on. Okay, let's see. All right, maybe another big one. Let's see, do we have another big one in the dish? Yeah, maybe take that one out. Put another big one over here. Hide that one. There we go. Maybe a blue one here. Okay. So maybe I'll start with that. And I'm going to do some dimensionals. So now that I know where I want them, this one I think I will snail that one. Tuck him in there. Leave the green there. Put this dimensional on this one. Hide him in here, but have him puffed up a little bit. Dimensional on this guy. And this is what I was saying, it doesn't really matter about the color because in a garden there's all kinds of colors. Maybe this color right here. That blue one didn't come out too good, so maybe we might tuck him over here. Yeah. Tuck that one over there. I love dimensionals. I love the 3D effects. So let's put this one over there. And then I want to get a little guy. Oh yeah, there's a little yellow one, but I don't want a little yellow one. Oh, here's a little one. Okay. And let's do this. I think we got enough flowers right now. Let's get some greens. Okay. So now we're going to add some of these guys. So we're going to add a little piece of green here. Now remember, you want to make sure that he's going to fit in your envelope, so you don't want him sticking out too far. So maybe that piece of green is going to go up. So I'm going to snail him down. Hide that piece by having it go up. This one I think will go right here. This one we can put along this way. Maybe under there so he doesn't hide that flower. And maybe this way so he doesn't. Okay. And maybe we'll just stick this one up there. What do you think so far? Nice little garden? Aw, thank you, Shirley. You like my garden? Okay, so you get the idea. I can add as many flowers as I want. Matter of fact, I think I might just add another. Yeah, I want something that's going to show up better. Do I have another big one that's another color? I might not. I think I only have a big yellow one left. Well, you know what? That big one, yellow one's going to show up if I put a dimensional on him now, won't he? I might just put a yellow one up here, like on this, up the side of the card. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is right in the middle here, I'm going to take what I do with my, oh, there it is, my So Happy For You, and bring it back in my stamps. And I'm going to use the Mango Melody this time. So I'm going to use my chamois. I'm going to use the blue. Happy For You. And this I am going to snail. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to grab two more little greeneries. Yep. Just tuck them over here. And then because I always like bling or something, like this card, I'm going to add some of our artisan pearls in the middle. And again, I don't really care what colors I put in there. I just like them to show up a little bit. So if they're yellow, I'm putting them in pink, just so they show up a little bit better. This one's yellow, I'll put it in that one. This one I'll put there. They show up a little bit better. The larger ones I like to put, I'll just put one in there for now. And this guy needs one. Nope, we'll put you over there because I want you to show up, and one in for you. And then, let's see. I don't know. I have this thing about having something on everything, which I know it doesn't need, but I'm thinking, let's put a couple over here. There we go. And then on the inside, I'm going to put, I think I might leave this blank because this might be a thank you card. So maybe I'll just use this one and do a little flower on the inside. I'm not going to put anything else on here just in case I want to write a saying, like a thank you, or I do have a couple thank you cards. And I'm going to stamp this off because I want this lighter. I have a few thank you cards to write out because I have some orders here to do, so. And we'll just open that up. Put that right in here. And there's my garden. I think so too, Janine. I think the little things make it. So there's my second garden. And again, like I said, I just knew there had to be a way to use those framelits other than that gate card. And it just came to me. So if anybody else thought of it, we're on the same page. I absolutely love them. And when I can figure out a way to use something a different way than, or more than one way, it's a plus. So let me just flip up the camera. I hope you like these. Let me pull up the camera here. Hi, everybody. I'm going to just bend this a little bit because we do have a giveaway yet. And I do want to show you the cards again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So again, here's my garden. And just rewatch the video because I like you to get as much as you can out of different ways to use the framelits, okay? And I absolutely love these cards. Again, let me bring the other ones back in. This is the one using the Botanical Bliss, which this is the set I will be using next Sunday. Again, I have a conflict for Facebook Friday morning, so I won't be on Friday morning. I can't believe it's going to be, whoop, I lost you. I can't believe I'm going to be missing my first Facebook Friday morning. Sorry about that, ladies. Let me just tighten this. But I can't be on. So, but I will be on Sunday. Okay, so here we go. There's the other one. And let me bring these back in so everybody can see them again. This is just the stamping. A couple of more of the gatefold cards. Don't be afraid of this one. I actually, it's not that I was afraid of it. It was like, sometimes you look at them and you go, oh, I don't know. This is so easy. And so much fun. And again, remember, I used the 9x5 for this. This camera my stand keeps dropping. So I'll just go with it, okay? There you go. And then the piece I had left over, I just made this small piece with, or small card. And then here's another great one. So those are the cards for today. I hope you really enjoyed them. Oh no, this is ridiculous. By the time I'm done, you'll be watching me on the floor here, ladies. I'm gonna have to have my husband look at what's going on with my mount here. I don't know if I'm not tightening it more. I hate to keep juggling you around here. Sorry about that. Okay, let's try this again. This happened last week too. Maybe it's this one. All right, I'm sorry. Maybe I just have to hold it again. Thank you, Janine. So, next thing we're going to do is the giveaway. Remember, let's just get this. If you want to order and do my celebration, there's the code. Order through my website or email me, whatever. Use this code on my website. $50 or more, you get to pick one of the things I showed in the beginning if you don't remember. Or you're not sure what it is. This thing is still moving. I'm sorry. I'll just go with it. Just email me. You get a free item for every $50. Okay, I'm holding this camera now. There. Sorry, ladies. You know what? I'm actually going to move it this way. I want you to see something. No, you can't see it that way. I have my randomizer. I guess I can't show you that either. Okay, we'll do it this way. Here's the list from everybody that shared last week, Friday morning. And I'm going to do the giveaway. Valerie won last week. Valerie, I will get your blends out to you. Oh, you're welcome, Eileen. And Diane, I'm still waiting for yours to come in. It should be in this week because they didn't send the right one in. And here is the winner. I wanted to show you the randomizer thing that I used to pick the name or the number. But since I can't get my camera to work right, I'm going to have my husband tighten this. I don't know why it's doing this. It's a program, and I put all the numbers in here. And then I have everybody's name on here numbered. So here we go. Okay. I'm putting it in right now, and let's see what it is. It is number 20. Number 20 is K. Young. Number 20 is K. Young right there. So K. Young, send me, email me, or IM me your address, and you're going to get a set of blends. The color is a surprise. Okay, so that's this month's giveaway. It's still till the end of July, so Sunday I'll be giving away another set of blends from everybody that's commenting today and sharing today. I thank you for watching. You girls are great. I really enjoyed doing this. I'm going to miss your Friday morning, but check back with me on Sunday night, 7 p.m. I will be here. And look during the week because I will be doing my tips and tricks either Tuesday or Thursday. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the cards. Have a great week. Happy stamping, everybody. Bye.